Normal pre-war alcohol only, and the harder the better. He didn't seem like it was any more questions. Yeah, that's right. Think about it. How about some more questions? Oh, there we go. Tell me about yourself. I live alone. I fish. I set snares. I bow to no one. And if you're interested in my pre-war life, it has nobody. Really, a simple taxi driver. When I learned about the first bombs falling, I quietly gathered my stuff and went into the woods. My wife declined to join me, and the first typhus epidemic got her. Say there, can I ask some more? Oh, what can you tell me about the village? There is nothing to tell, really. I don't spend much time with the locals. I don't like their head. This comrade Karlakov, an old man who believes himself to be some sort of czar or general secretary. Totally lost all grip on reality. His flock is molested daily by bandits and other folk, and all he does is blink. An interesting question. Care if I ask some more? Heard any rumors? Sure, why not? I heard there was acid rain due north of here recently. Plenty of years have passed since the war, but the repercussions of the evil are still with us. Here's my advice. Don't approach any suspicious heaps of rubbish without a radiation counter. Rad sickness is no joke. An alcoholic will try and cure it with vodka. A drug abuser is going to use Aperhim, but the result will still be the same. Any health you had will be lost. Thanks for the advice. So I did that. Okay, how's life? Here, nothing special. I come to this place to fish, and that's that. Life is alright given the circumstances. There's fish to catch, mushrooms and berries to pick. Sometimes I even get bread and meat. The important thing is not to join any collective. So got fed up with all the people? The fisherman turns away and gives his surroundings a harsh glance. Finally, he chuckles mirthlessly and turns back to you. Don't know how to put it, but just that I believe that when people come together, they turn into a herd, and a herd is only good for slaughter. If you catch my drift, it's not my style, therefore I'm a loner. I think that was it. Yep, I think I'll leave. Okay, you want some liquor? Alright, buddy. Let's see. Well, we don't want that. Oh, slash. Stab. Aimed. Slash. Ooh, let's go with slash. He said there's berries. Where are berries? Oh, we don't want to walk in that. If I want to kill all these things before he tells me what's good. Oh, there's another guy. Before you stands an old man sporting a mustache. He is wearing a foreign track suit. There's a flat cap on over his graying hair, and hanging around his neck is some old spectacles. He welcomes you with a firm handshake. Hey there, hope the monsters didn't bite you on the way here. Thanks, I had to fight a few. See, it's dangerous to walk around here alone. There are monsters all around the village. This place is practically under siege. One thing is nice, they don't attack on their own usually, or I'd have a hell of a time cooped up in here. All these spiders, ants, rats, ugh. It's like there's symbiotic. A few years more and they'll form a political party. Then lets out a mirthless laugh and eyes his surroundings as if looking for something. He then exhales and turns his head back to you. But anyway, see, I have this fire going. If you have any canned food or tea, you're graciously invited to cook it here. Use my pot if you will, or just sit down and get yourself warm. Oh, well, that's nice. And speaking of relaxation, if you by any chance have a pair of dice, we might sit down and play for a while. I seem to have lost my own pair some time ago. I'm not much of a gambling man, but I think it's a fun way to spend my time. I don't have any dice. So let's ask some more questions. He nods and crosses his arms across his chest, waiting for the question. Let's just start at the top. How's life? Could be worse. I only recently learned what it's like to live alone. Bought myself a sheep, but what do you know? Bandits started raiding the place right after that. Had to cope somehow. But as soon as the mugging stopped scaring me, some monsters migrated here from the south. Giant wasps, huge ant spiders, all of the sorts. I never even knew there were such beasts in the world. But at least it's not boring. That's that. I see. That's another question. Tell me about yourself. Before the bombs, I was a civil helicopter pilot. In the mountains, there were lots of settlements which were hard to reach by car, so I delivered food and medicine to all of them. I don't even know how they are coping now. Hope everything's alright. More questions. What's new around the village? I'm living here independently, sort of. If I get sick, I visit Doc Mercalone in the village. Sometimes I get water from them folks, but mostly I live on my own. It's more comfortable for me this way. Like some constant company, but some like to be alone. I'm one of the latter. Heard any rumors? I heard of some adventuring type that buried a stash somewhere in the area. After that, I think he got shot or mauled by wolves. And the stash is still there. I'll go and look for it, but I'm too lazy. So if you have a good shovel, you're welcome to try your luck searching. I won't mind. Okay. Okay. I think I'll go. Actually, I'm going to see if I can cook this stupid. For his cozy campfire, it'll be great to warm your bones before it and maybe even cook some food. Okay. I guess I can't cook any food yet. Alright, so let's see what we got over here. Okay, that's the end of that. There's another bee I don't want to deal with. Okay, apparently I can't see out there. Okay. Hey, that's weird. Okay, the camera's a little on the odd side. There's a bit of a moat. I didn't pay attention to that before. Okay. Let's go talk to this guy. Before you stands a young man in a pre-war military uniform, shirt in his hands. You see an automatic rifle on his shoulder. Hangs an old R-147 Army radio. He looks at you expectantly. Great, can I ask you a few questions? The man sniffs and brushes his greasy black hair with the palm of his hand. He eyes you warily. A look for discontent in his perceptive eyes. Well, let's hear it. Let's start out casual. How's life? The man inspects you carefully. Why so interested? Just curious. We live fine, pretty good though. No money, no fancy stuff. If you don't like that, you better get out. He crosses his arms over his chest and looks at you with poorly hidden challenge in his eyes. Sad to hear. Another question. Tell me about yourself. I guard this gate under orders of the head. That is all you need to know about me. I am not some fool who blabs about himself to a stranger. Oh. Who are you guarding the gate from? A crooked smile appears across his face. You kidding, or that a trick question? Look around. We live in the middle of the waste. Here, even a blade of grass wants to kill you. Who am I guarding the gate from? Jeez. Don't get mad. Another question. Wow, I want to do... Yeah. And then tell me about the head. A curious fella, aren't you? I'll be brief. The head is the man in this place. Where he is now and what he is doing is not for me to know. And not for you to know either. Okay, that's fine. Any work to be had in the village? I don't know. If you want an honest job, speak with the people. Someone will probably hire you. If you are really looking for honest work, that is. If not, you better leave right now. Alright, let's see. I'm going to try this again. No, okay, no, there was nothing else here. We'll do that. Oh, rumors. I didn't hear anything, although I did see something. There are weird critters nesting around the village. Someone really needs to stomp them out. But until then, if you don't value your life too much, you can go through the gate and pick some mushrooms. Ooh, what kind of mushrooms? You never heard our village is famous for its mushrooms. Hell, if you know why, but they grow everywhere around here. It's pretty dry in these parts, but they still grow. When it rains, sometimes they even pop up on bare rocks. Okay. Alright, so we're just gonna move on. You go, but remember, I don't take too kindly to strangers. Don't give me a reason to fight ya. Alright. Let's see. What do we got here? Post. Some crops. Ooh, I can interact with that. Apparently there's people sleeping. Okay, this door is open. Let's go in here. Oh! The ceiling just disappears. Interesting. Oh, and I can interact with that. Those, anyway. More than that. Let's talk to this guy. An old man in a skull cap does what he always does. He opens and closes his toothless mouth, whistling some forgotten melody. Upon seeing you, he squints his eyes at you. Hello there, Shoni. You want to speak about something? Just getting to know the locals. Yeah, oh, the locals? Well, here I am, a local through and through. Did you send you to help me out, Shani? Not really. What did you want? Ashamed to ask, Shani. I have a little corn patch in the back of my house. I'd pick the corn myself, but it's just too old. I'm just too old now. My back is killing me. What harvest could I pick like that? The old man gives you a sad sigh. It must be very hard for him to ask someone for help. Yeah, sure, I'll do it. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa! I'm not wanting to, like, steal the dude's stuff. Wow. Medal pre-war. T. Alright, yeah, I'm not trying to steal from the guy. Oh, I can get some corn. Okay, get this one. Get that one. Get that one. And that must be wheat or something. Okay, so I can't get none of this. And, okay. Pick some corn. Oh, a real worker you are. You really helped out an old man. Old man feels in his pockets, looks his house over, and finally turns to you with despair in his eyes. It's just that I don't have any money to pay you. What a shame. I was a hunter back before, you know, and always had the money. But now, what shame. Shame on an old man. Acted like a true exploiter. Let's say you could look around. The old man does not listen to you. Finally, a smile comes across, and he slaps his forehead. What an old fool I am, Shani. I was a hunter, wasn't it? Shed myself, and I don't get it. Wait here, Shani. The old man gets on his knees and starts searching under a rickety bed. Finally, he pulls out an old shotgun with a smile, and he hands it to you. Here, I don't really need it anymore. Just to scare away the crows, I suppose. But you might find it useful, so here you go. Yeah. Wow, thanks a lot, old man. Just what I needed. You take the shotgun out of the old man's hands and look it over with interest. It's an old hunting carbine. Oh, its wooden stock is engraving a heart pierced by an arrow. How was there shotgun ammo in one of these? That was a lantern battery, so we're not going to take that. And that was T, so no. Okay. Can we ask you some questions? Yes, ask some questions. Whoa, all questions you ask, Istani? Just say 'em loud. I kind of hard of hearing lately. How's life? How's life, you ask? It's okay, Sonny. I never pout. Handsome and leggish are still to work fine, so it is a sin to all to mopey. People ask help me out some, and I try helping them back as well as I can. The old man laughs, rubbing his blistered hands together as if cold. It's just that those bandits mess with us all the time. How we try to get rid of them, but they are still coming. I got one word for them. Insolent. Ask some more questions. Tell me about yourself. What's where to say I'm a simple man. I lived through so many wars that I can't even count them all. Lived until such an age that I have no more friends. Even my wife died. God bless her soul. Even though I don't believe in God. Ha ha ha. Oh, attention. The old man seems to avoid talking about his life before the wars, but mentions it enough that you suspect he wants to. Ooh, speechcraft. Yeah, let's do it. And how did you earn your money in peacetime, old man? Ooh, failure. Oh, I don't even ask, Sonny. I done plenty of stuff. Can't remember it all, even. Yup, no need to think on the past. And you just get bored hearing me ramble on. Alright, so other questions. What can you tell me about the village? What's there to tell? It's nice to live out your old age here, around here. But it's pretty sad that all the young people moved out. Yep, looking for the work or some adventure. But the village is dying. Even an old timer like me will probably live longer than it does. Only old folks around here, huh? Carlovan, our head, is a nice guy, a smart guy. He would never harm an old man, but this so-called Superintendent Garkin, before the war, people avoided men like him. But I had my dealings with him before the bomb. He was an official back then. Needed to bribe him all the time so that he'd keep quiet about what I was doing. Sure, I wasn't such a saint myself, but he was a sellout, a corrupt official. I don't like kindly to folk like him, still don't. I think it's because of them this whole war nonsense happened, I'll bet. Some more questions. Rumors. Don't really listen to what people say. I'm not my saying. Just more worries, that's all I can bring. Someone always gets killed or cut up somewhere. Once I heard a whole community nearby got burned to the ground. That's how for a positive rumor. Alright, no more questions. Well, let's get out here. Do this. Let's see. 5, 6, and 4. Oof. See, since I have rounds. Oh, I have some rounds. Okay, cool. Let's put that in slot 2. Do I got to do that? God, I hope I didn't drop those. Didn't even pay attention. Alright, so let's do that. Single, aimed, single, aimed. Alright. I wonder why I can interact with that. There's piggies and cow. Here, this is open, so we'll go in here. Before you stands a young woman. She is concentrating on writing something down on a yellow notebook which has the word accounting on the cover. She is completely immersed in her activity and does not notice you. Hello, can I ask you some questions? The girl tears her eyes from her work for a moment and stares blankly at you. Her thoughts must be still be there in the world of calculations and formulas. Huh? What? Right? I'm sorry. Didn't notice you there. You want something? You better talk with my brother behind the bar over there. I'm too busy to talk now. She finishes her words without looking at you. She waves you to the direction opposite the bar and again becomes one with the notebook. Let's see what he's got to say. Before you stands a plump, red-faced man, aged around 25. He's been wearing a white shirt and some rather short shorts. He has a well-cut beard. In his hands, there's a clean towel he uses to swat annoying flies. Upon seeing you, the man gives you a wide smile. Oi, customer! Welcome to the tavern. Your travelers sure keep on coming. What do you mean? Well, you're right here now, and not long ago, a band of armed people came through the village. People with guns usually mean trouble around these parts, but they were pretty civil, just like real army men. Can you tell me more? Not much more to tell. They weren't chatty. Our village head wanted to speak to them about some issue, but they just left. So I don't think he struck any deal with them. They talked to our gate guard more than anyone else. His name is Jan. If you're interested in knowing about those guys, I suggest you speak to him. Yeah, anyway, maybe you need a drink or some food? Let's go with questions first. A pleasure. Ask away. Wow, how do you like working around here? Not too bad. Great even. Yes, it's pretty great. A simple job, but well respected by the people for obvious reasons. If there is a party of some sort, if there's a celebration due, or maybe even a burial, or simply a day off your job, who's there to pour you a fine glass of your favorite poison? That's me, and that's why I'd like by the people. The barkeep smiles warmly and pats himself on the belly. And there's money in it too. Yep, me and my sis, we're like, what's it called in the West? Independent entrepreneurs. Well, she's much more entrepreneurial than me because she does all the paperwork, but still. Glad you found your calling. Ask another question. Tell me about yourself. What's there to tell? Me and Katie are local, and we don't go out much, but I don't have anything against that. I like it here, working as bartender. That's my job, and Katie's job is keeping the establishment from falling apart with her accounting skills. See, even now she's sitting over there with some documents, totally ignoring the world around her, but that's okay. What would we do without accounting? I don't even want to think about the job I'd have then. I think you'd cope. Another question. How's life out here? How's life? The people here are more or less civil, and the living itself, well, we don't suffer from hunger or sudden changes. To some it sounds boring, but I really like it. I actually only ever changed one thing about this place. When we inherited this dining hall, I started calling it a tavern instead. It's a great word, tavern. Kind of cozy, right? The old name was Labor Dining Hall, food for workers. Those are the words of the old world, and me and Katie, we didn't see much of it. Quite an innovator you are. Heard any good gossip? Some old-timers say that before the war, some secret science experiments were done in this area. Very secret. They were controlled by hidden labs stuffed with scientists. God knows what they studied in there. I have one question. If those labs were secret, how come there are rumors about them? Now that's a question I'd like to have answered. That's pretty interesting. Tell me more gossip. I heard that in a small town far from here, there lived a former policeman named Maxim Maxikovic Rocketadlovsky. Had the family too, a wife and son. Everything was okay for them for a while, but then a band of bikers started harassing the town. They even killed Maxim's family. Well, in his fury, he took the best Volga from the police station and killed every single biker in the gang. Now Maxim, the warrior, wanders the country roads all alone with no meaning in his life. A sad story. Alright, let me get another question in. No, I guess that was it. Okay. No more questions for me. Questions. Let's see what's on the menu. Alright, what is this? Ooh, 54 rubles. Wow. 18 rubles. Pre-war port wine. It's not actually port wine. In the USSR, this was the name given to any fortified wine. Okay. I have no rubles. I guess I could sell my mushrooms. I have bricks. The spoon? Okay. Let's do the trade. All right. Let's go. Are there any jobs? You know, you better talk to my sister about that. I'm a simple-minded guy myself. I can sell you beer. I can sell you some spirits. That I do gladly. I need something done around the house, a light bulb screwed, or a chair fixed. This is your favorite Doc Crazy Wayne, wanting to thank you for being part of this games therapy session. If you think the session was a good one, please hit that thumbs up. You can be alerted to more game therapy sessions by clicking subscribe and hitting the notification button. If you want to help more games with your therapy, feel free to use the links in the description to access the Patreon page or the Streamlabs for donations. Thanks for the collaboration. I hope you come back soon for another.